Oh, I'm gonna get ready in a sec here, waiting for Matt to join us. All right, guys. Yeah. What a win. I'm gonna be doing it from the couch today, so it's not gonna be the classic Mike setup because I want to be able to watch the Chargers lose to the Cowboys, but the Raiders tied with the Broncos in first place. So that'd be nice if that happened. We'll speak that into existence because been speaking other shit into existence this year. Yep. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's got a designated driver because I know how Raider Nation likes to celebrate. I agree. I agree. Shout out Rolling Dubs. Yeah, exactly. I thought I really did. And I'll get into it when Matt gets on here. But like, dude, that's a complete game. People don't realize how tough. People just don't realize how tough it is to go win at Heinz Field on the road on a short week. Like it's not going to look pretty all the time, but it looked pretty when it needed to, right? Yep. Hell yeah. How much you want to bet Matt's drinking like five Trulies right now, shotgunning Trulies and pretending that they're beers? See what else is going on in the league right now just before we get started. Um, yeah, I was in a survivor pool. I'm glad that we didn't. He's yeah, Matt's pounding the rest of his white claws. He's gonna have to piss like four times during the thing. And no, I'm surprised the Saints went down this morning. I was gonna pick them in a survivor pool, but I changed the last second to the Patriots because I was like, you know what? There's no way Zach Wilson beats Bill Belichick in a second game. There's just no way. I was right because damn, Carolina, that defense, sheesh. I'm glad I didn't buy too much into the Jameis hype week one, even though I am a Jameis fan. But yeah, what else is going on in the league here? What else is going on in the league? Uh, earlier in the game, you know what? I had Bengals money line. I bet the Bengals money line, and I should have just taken the points, the 3 points to get a push. But I thought they were going to win outright. But Khalil Mack was making Joe Burrow hold his pocket in prison. You know what I mean? And doing other things to him, but we won't talk about. But Bills over Dolphins. Yeah, Will Glass. I'm going to get into that. The offensive line thing, definitely. I have Matt joining us. If you just hopped in, I'm waiting for Matt to get in here so we can talk. We could talk about it. So I don't want to talk about everything before he gets here. But yeah, obviously that offensive line is it's something. And yeah, it's definitely like that. What else went on? Niners Eagles 17-11. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. That's thought both teams would put more points in that game. Personally, I was so locked in on that Raider game. It's like I missed so much from the morning. But yeah, yeah, that was wild, man. That was wild. I still don't know how to enjoy a win yet. Like while it's happening, like every time you keep, the announcers keep saying, Charles Davis, like what a win for the Raiders. I'm like, dude, there's 20 seconds left and we haven't kicked the field goal yet. Relax, Charles. Relax. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Tua's injury for next week. I don't actually know that. To be honest, like I don't know if is it that bad? I didn't see what happened. Oh, we have a Justin Herbert interception. Oh wow, I guess when you look like a female soccer player, sometimes you throw like one. Uh, Trevon Diggs got him. Damn. Wow. Cowboys. Let's go. Oh, that's a terrible pick, man. Or awesome pick by Diggs. That's just a bad read by Herbert. But yeah, if Tua's out next week, we get Jacoby Brissett. Not the worst backup in the world. I'm not going to lie, but didn't look good today. It's a good matchup. You go in 2-0, going back home against Miami. I take it. I mean, I would argue they're the weakest of the opponents coming up. Yeah, Hugh. I totally agree. Hot Wheels. I didn't even realize who that was. What's up, man? Yeah, I totally agree. Like, if you give John Gruden a defense, you take away a lot of the dumb Gruden things. And I've been saying that for a long time. I mean, that's how he won. That's how he won with Tampa. Is he had a defense that could overcome conservative calls by him. Although I actually like the way Gruden coached today. And we're noticing a trend. I talked about it on the last live stream. Was, Gruden, he used to come out banging in the first half. You'd be like, damn, this looks good. But then in the second half, you'd be like, wow, it's predictable. But I feel like Gruden's making the second half adjustment and maybe just getting off the slow starts, which I'll take every single time. So, yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm ready to go back in the dome. Great game for Henry Ruggs to hopefully this can get Henry Ruggs rolling. Like, remember last year he got rolling against Carolina, then gets hurt, then comes back against the Chiefs, gets rolling. Getting rolling in week 2 with him because he's making some plays underneath. He was making some nice plays, a couple huge plays today. Yeah, no, it's no, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Now we got Mr. Whiteclaw. He's coming in now. Everybody welcome Matt Fallon. Finally get the show started. Let's see. There he is.
Glen with the boys.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm with the boys. Can we turn the volume down on this? Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm going to turn the volume down on this. Hang on. Bro,
yeah.
Are we good?
I think so, man.
Bro, are we good?
I think so. I think we're good. I'm going to start recording this now.
I'm good to go. It's going to be a little rough, but I think you're going to love it.
That's fine. I think we're going to love it too. It's just a celebration.
The question. Are the Raiders good?
Yeah, all right. That's what this episode's called. All right, we're rolling. All right, welcome to Rock Vegas, everybody. This is Glen Rockney here with Matt Fallon. He's about 35 Trulies deep, I would say, maybe a couple shots. But the Raiders won 26-17. I think the Raiders are good, and this is a hell of a win. This is better than any 2-0 start that they could have had last year. It's a lot better. So, Matt, what's going on, dude?
Yeah. There we go. Bro, we're getting lit over here at the Fallon household. We got D. Isbell right here, bro. We got Pete. We got Steven, bro. We're playing games, bro. It's Raider Nation.
Hell yeah.
I'm going outside. I'm going outside to this guy.
You might have to. You might have to. We need hard hitting analysis from you.
We're too lit in here, bro. Let me tell you one thing right now, bro. The Raiders are back.
Let's go.
Let me tell you one thing right now. The Raiders are back.
They're back?
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 weeks in a row, I come outside yelling. Same cop, bro. 2 times in a row. Because I live in a neighborhood that is nice. We have an HOA. But also, the cop drives by to check the homeless every couple of hours. And he comes by and he goes, What happened? I go, Raider touchdown 2 weeks in a row. So he comes in and has a brat with the boys, bro. Because it's Raider Nation, bro. Henry Ruggs touchdown, dude. Sign me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say other than I'm a Derek Carr fan now.
I mean, look, join the boat. I mean, hop on the boat. I've been accused of being a stan, but like, what more do you want? It's a one-dimensional offense still. They still can't run the fucking ball.
My guy gets hurt, and he scores like the next drive, dude. That guy. I mean, dude, I'm not a Derek Carr stan by any means, but dude, sign me up. I'm not a hater anymore. Let's go.
No, you can't say that because here's the thing. They couldn't run the ball. Offensive line getting their ass whooped all game. He's breaking the pocket when he has to. Running. He's not running a whole lot. There were a couple of times he left some rushing yards on the table.
They do a touchdown?
But shit, man. Like, Asante Samuel Jr. just picked off Dak Prescott. That's not good. We don't like that. But anyways, No, Carr played fantastic in this game, I thought. And I thought John Gruden called a great game too. Minus being a little conservative late, but that's okay.
He got conservative on that one where we were up 9, and then he went run up the middle.
Just put it away. Yeah.
Just throw the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, dude, it's Raider fucking nation out here, bro. And we're back.
Absolutely. So we got early in the game, Raiders just kicking Daniel Carlson fest. They're getting hits on Ben Roethlisberger, but back in my mind, I'm like, okay, when
nothing
did the Steelers
crazy,
start getting?
Nothing crazy, but they're getting.
But
hits.
I'm waiting for the Steelers to wake up because the Raiders leave points on the table. That doesn't mean they were playing bad. Like a lot of people were saying they were playing bad early in the game. I'm like, no, this is a road game on a short week at Heinz Field against a great defense.
Is our defense good?
I think it can be. I absolutely do.
Hey, I want to say one thing because I want the people that always quote tweet me on Twitter and say you're a piece of shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Abram, game of his life today.
He was great.
My guy played his game. That guy played a phenomenal football game.
Solomon Thomas.
That's the best game I could have expected from him.
What about Solomon Thomas, man?
Casey
Solomon
Hayward,
Thomas.
we need him healthy, bro. Casey Hayward looked good. What a game, dude. Honestly.
Solomon Thomas getting pass rush up the middle. 2 sacks for him today.
Bro, Nassib looked good. Nassib looked good again.
Yeah.
Did Farrell play?
I saw he was out there for a little bit. Yeah, he was out there a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played a little bit, and then I even thought Dallin Levitt died a hero. Nobody talks about that. Dallin Levitt died a hero.
Best play of his life. My dad texted me, leave it all on the field.
Leave it all on the field, and leave your brain cells on the field because that guy is going to be seriously. I don't know. I'm not sure that guy's going to know where he lives anymore.
He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back, bro. We're going to need Roderick Teamer to come in there.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and somebody's asking me. They said I would cut my hair, and I will cut my hair if they make the playoffs.
Is this the best win that you've had, though? I mean, honestly, I feel like I came into today thinking no chance.
Yeah.
And
it was great.
We dominated that football game.
Yeah, better team in all quarters. That's what people don't realize. Like even when it was 9-7, and like we were like, oh man, they're leaving points on the field. They're better. They're a better team. Trayvon Mullen picking off that ball early set the tone to where it's like, dude, you're not going to be throwing the ball deep on us all day. They did a couple times. That's okay.
We talked about that though. Get that. That's fine. But don't get the 20 yards every play.
Yeah. Yeah. And like just there were a lot of look, they still have issues tackling on defense. Like there's still some tough plays, but like
there's still some, but like honestly, you watching football today and it's like
nobody tackles.
This Raider team, bro. We play next week's the test. We play a team, Miami. They're probably going to have a backup quarterback in there. Mm-hmm. Go out and blow them out.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then we're like, you know what? We're back to the same shit. But guess what? Dude, I feel like, I love this team when they're winning. Yeah. And I love this team when Gruden can be cocky. Bro, there were some bad calls today. The Raiders should have won by like 20, bro. Like that.
The holding on Leatherwood. The holding on Leatherwood was awful.
Before the half? That was nuts.
Awful call.
Gruden was pissed, dude. Like, and then
I was too. He let him go. That's what you do when you get beat. You let him go, or else it's holding. And it's like
then they threw out the guy that guy from Pittsburgh. He spit on everybody.
Yeah, Romanowski style. Yeah. That was during a COVID time. Interesting, right?
So, but we should beat Miami, and we should beat Miami big.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a couple of times in the game, it felt like they could have been swayed, especially like coming out of when the Raiders kind of didn't get anything going coming out of the second half, like when they got the ball. And I love that time as a fan when you can have a lead in the half and then you get the ball in the second half. That's the time you can really increase the gap. And they didn't at the time. And I got nervous there because I'm like, okay, we're a bad busted play away because last year that happens. There's a bad like face mask in the pocket, things like that happening where the team just falls apart. And that didn't happen today, even though, you have the Damon Arnett classic. I didn't realize you had to touch a guy when he was down. You have a couple dumb mistakes, but I can live with a couple dumb mistakes.
When he didn't touch Claypool, I thought that was a touchdown for sure.
Thank God it wasn't, because even Claypool didn't know. He was like, oh, shit, I didn't get touched because it was crazy, man. Like, I just think there's good athletes on this team, and I think finally you see the speed. Like Henry Ruggs, let's talk about it. The dagger.
Bro, Nate Hobbs played the game of his life today.
Thank you. Actually, yes. Thank you for saying that first. Early in the game, Nate Hobbs, you couldn't get anything going in the flats against the Raiders. We took the flats away early, and that's what Ben Roethlisberger does.
Dude. Nate Hobbs, that's my guy.
He's a beast. No, I was texting Marcus Johnson, and I was like, dude, is this guy fucking really good? And he's like,
Did Perryman
honestly,
get
yeah, I think so.
ejected?
No, I don't
He
think
got
so.
hurt. He ran
He
off
got
the
hurt.
field.
He got cramped. I think everybody was cramping in that game. It was really
He
weird. It
ran
was
off
only
the
like
field though. I thought he got ejected.
No, he got cramped up, but he was like running, like, you know, when you like fuck up, you stub your toe hella hard, you start running to pretend that it doesn't hurt. I think that was what he was doing. And
But dude, honestly,
yeah.
like that touchdown to Ruggs, dude, I ran outside. I blacked out for a minute and I was yelling at the mailman. And
yeah, you ran as far as Henry Ruggs did, probably. Like you probably just
dude,
fucking ran.
That was the best Carr throw I've seen, dude. He dime.
It was a dime because he had pressure. He had a pressure in his face.
Dude, I'm so proud of this football team right now, dude. 2-0. Let's go.
Yeah, and like 2-0 against the AFC North, one game on the road, and they actually played better on the road, I would say, like as far as which was the case last year. But
today was a better game than Monday for sure.
Easily. Like it was
We
easily.
dominated.
And like
I never thought we were going to lose that game today.
I was a little scared in the third quarter going into the fourth. Like when it was 11 minutes in the fourth quarter and it was 16-14, I was like, oh boy. I didn't think lose, but I was like, hey man,
bro, I felt it. I felt good.
Yeah.
That Edwards touchdown that I called back, that was rough.
2 touchdowns he doesn't get this year. That he's celebrated 2 touchdowns that he doesn't have this year. I feel bad for that guy, like a little bit. But he had some big plays late. That one where the Raiders were backed up on their 5-yard line after that great punt. Edwards made some plays to get them at least to flip the field. And that's another thing that I think has happened to this team is even when they don't score, they can have good drives, punt it away, and you know it's not an automatic score for the other team. You flip the field. You can actually play the field position game because you couldn't play a field position game with Paul Gunther as your defensive coordinator. Didn't fucking matter.
No, absolutely.
You know?
Can we do can you and I do a Tuesday night preview?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna have to.
And
we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to end this shit soon because I have a fucking guest
Just hop
over.
off.
But
I'll
I
keep
fucking
going.
love the Raiders, bro.
Yeah, hop off. I'll you just I got the rest of this. I think other people just want to hear me talk shit. So that sounds good.
Talk shit, bro. Hey, but tell them one thing that Matt Fallon's gonna say really quick, and you post this as the clip, okay?
Well, this is alive, so it's. Oh, you want me to cut this up? Yeah, I got you.
Derek Carr is my quarterback. Let's go.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that guy. It's DC Nation, bro. We're Derek Carr fans out here.
People can't see, but there's a tattoo artist off the screen that is tattooing a 4 on the shield on your arm. Yeah, they can't see that.
It's gonna go right here.
It's happening.
It's gonna go right here.
Right on, bro.
Hey, it's Matt Fallon 3, but it's Derek Carr 4. Let's go.
Right on, man. All right, dude. You have yourself a good day. Because you need to drink
Raiders.
some water. Drink some water. Raiders. Hell yeah. All right, brother. So, okay. That guy was hammered. Anyways, I'm gonna talk a little more. I'm gonna break down the game a little bit. I haven't even had a beer yet today, so I'm sharp. But that's gonna change soon after this. So, yeah, Raiders win. Let's start from the beginning here. Shots to Big Ben in the chest, laying him out. You see offensive linemen falling over the place. Solomon Thomas, Darius Philon, they're getting in the backfield. Jonathan Hankins doing a really good job controlling the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward making plays on the ball deep. Trayvon Mullen picking off a deep interception. This feels better. This feels more sustainable, right? As Raider fans, would you say it feels more sustainable? And I see people typing in MVP Carr in here that I thought would never say that about that. And I'll get to that later. I'm going to talk about that. Why this is wild. This is wild what's going on right now. But the pressure up front was good. I actually thought Corey Littleton didn't play as bad as people were saying. I thought Corey Littleton made some nice plays in the run game, stopping Najee Harris. They did a good job against Najee Harris, except for a couple passing plays. But then you start to see, they couldn't score on offense. And I was seeing people here cutting down every Derek Carr throw. Oh, man, bad throw there. I'm sorry, man. When TJ Watt was in the game, they were in the backfield whenever they wanted. And I got to say, this year is the most I've seen Derek Carr manipulate the pocket, because that was always my problem with him, was that he did not know how to extend the play when protection wasn't, ideal. And he was still finding a way to do that. And they couldn't run the ball. Charles Davis is sitting here. Bless his heart, Charles Davis. Oh, man, if Jacobs was healthy, I bet you they'd be running the ball more. I don't think so. I think the interior part of this offensive line is kind of a wreck. And, you guys already know my take on why it is that way. I'm not going to take a live reaction and a win to shit on Andre James, but it is what it is. But they were able, what I saw John Gruden do was turn the short passing game into your run game. You don't have to run the ball on first down. You can gain 4 yards by passing it to your running back, by passing it to Hunter Renfrow, by passing it to Derek Carrier. Like, it's fine. It's way easier to do it that way, especially to slow down a pass rush. That's even better when you're getting beat at the line of scrimmage. Short pass to get these guys to not pin their ears back all the time, to have to drop guys in coverage, to have to sit on short routes, to where a Henry Ruggs touchdown puts a nail in the coffin later. It's all the long game. This is the best I've seen John Gruden coach so far. I mean, that's really what I'm seeing out of this. And like I said, John Gruden is a second half coach now in these first 2 games, which that was one of my biggest problems. He was horrible in the second half the last couple of years, but he's got these guys playing well. The offense just looks better. And here's the part where Derek Carr woke up. There was a play, and I want to say it was in the second quarter, where he threw a nice back shoulder, kind of back shoulder away from the coverage to Foster Moreau. Not much came from that play. I don't believe there was even a scoring drive. But you just saw him kind of get a little confidence there. And then that might have been when they got down to the goal line and had all that, one of the worst red zone possessions I've ever seen. But it is what it is, where Leatherwood gets called for the hold, and then he's hurt eventually. Shout out Brandon Parker, by the way. Played better than Alex Leatherwood today. I'll say it. He did. Leatherwood's having a tough go. I had a feeling he would in pass pro. It is what it is. He's a rookie. Still not the disaster that Colton Miller was as a rookie. So I do like that. They're going to have to figure stuff out pre-snap, because I think Andre James is that's just not going to work. But once he hit that ball to Foster Moreau, Derek Carr becomes kind of like a Steph Curry type shooter, where it's like, once he gets a couple good throws in and shakes the cobwebs out, he just starts rattling off like 10 in a row. And they're not amazing like Patrick Mahomes, parallel to the ground while being tackled, throwing it to Tyreek Hill. Yeah, that's not the quarterback he is. But when he's just plants that back foot, finds the good read, they took Waller away pretty much for the whole game, and he still found a way to get a couple big plays to Waller. And some people are saying MVP to Carr. I won't disagree with you. I will not disagree with you. They cannot run the ball. They cannot pass protect very well. And he's making big plays. 2 games in the season. I'm not saying MVP. I'm just saying, if this is what happens for the rest of the year, even if they don't win a lot of these games, but he's able to have a good year, you have to put him in the mix. But starting the season off 2-0 is unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable given the circumstances. And let's be real. Like, Pittsburgh had 2 big linemen go out early. I mean, but injuries happen. I wasn't going to use it as an excuse if the Raiders lost. So he's not going to, I don't think Steeler fans have the right to use it as an excuse, and a Raiders win. So, yeah, it was interesting, because early I felt a little frustrated about not getting the wide receivers involved. And that happened in the second half. And maybe that's the game plan. Maybe that's what Gruden's doing, because that was pretty much the game plan against the Ravens too. You start getting those. They start cheating on Waller, trying to really bracket him the way the Patriots did last year, when it didn't go so hot. And then you get the wide receivers involved. And Hunter Renfrow had some big catches in this game. Shocker, right? Shocker. Absolute shocker that Hunter Renfrow had huge plays in this game. He had that double move on the stick route over the middle. And it was crazy. Like, it's Hunter Renfrow, full extension over the middle, fearless, took a lick at another ball too. Like, then he had one most impressive play of Hunter Renfrow was when he caught it at the sticks, right? And just manhandles the DB to fall forward for a first down. So I got to give a shout out to him. He is becoming a Wes Welker type player. I used to think it was like kind of like, okay, he was like an Adam Humphries, like a good slot receiver, solid slot receiver. No, we have a Patriots level slot receiver here. We do. This is the next Wes Welker that we have. And Foster Moreau, touchdown. My boy. Everybody knows how much I love Foster Moreau. Beautiful route. And that's where Carr gets hurt. Carr gets hurt on that play, which I believe should be a 15-yard penalty. I don't understand how that doesn't end up in a 15-yard penalty when you're that late. And yeah, it might be he gets pushed, but you're that late and goes into the quarterback going low on there. That's usually a death penalty, firing squad, lethal injection in the NFL nowadays. And maybe your firstborn son. I'd have to read the rule book. But nonetheless, I was frustrated there. like Tier says, he could have cried when that happens. That's big of you to admit that. It's 2021, men. We could show our emotions. But Nathan Peterman coming into the game had me like singing like all around me a familiar faces, like that sad ass Donnie Darko song was in my head. Like, no, this is bad. I know we have a touchdown lead, but Nathan Peterman in there, I can't handle it, especially when you can't run the ball. But as soon as I saw Carr get up, kind of jog off the field, I say he's not coming out of this game. I knew it. He's not coming out of this game. A lot of people call Carr a pussy, and maybe sometimes in his play, like he used to kind of shell up around the pass rush. I mean, he took a shot to the head early in the game too. That drew a penalty, which I wasn't even sure that was a penalty. But hey, it is what it is. That took the yard. He didn't really give himself up. He just took a shot, got the 15-yard penalty, led to a field goal drive. It was, I mean, he's tough, man. Like, he's tough. He doesn't miss a lot of games. I mean, everybody's got their shortcomings, and it's a long season. We'll wait and see how it is. But I think he's playing more aggressive ever. I thought he was even better last year than he was in 2016. I actually a lot of people I thought underrated his play last year, but this year it looks even better. And I think he has an even like worse supporting cast as far as people keeping him upright. Like, the offensive line is not good. So we saw Carr with a bad offensive line in 2018, and it was the worst I've ever seen Derek Carr play. So, he's matured. And, I feel people, 8 years in the league, still the same shit. It's like, dude, I don't know. I think he's playing his ass off, man. I think he's playing that ball to Waller to really almost seal the game. It was unbelievable. Dropped it in the bucket. Hell of a catch by Waller as well. And just making big plays. And I've always known he could make the big play. Right? But when you have this defense that is able to get pressure and isn't a guaranteed points on the board anytime they're on the field, can get some turnovers. I think they only had one turnover today, right? But they took the ball away on 4th down. Great hit by Max Crosby. Great hit by Max Crosby to get that ball away on 4th down. I consider that a turnover. Just me. Same thing as a sack fumble where you don't advance the ball, right? And this does feel more sustainable. I agree. This does feel more sustainable. I saw somebody say earlier that this is a better team than 2016. Yeah, Hot Wheels saying that it's a better team than the 2016 team. I think so too. Now, the 2016 team, what they had was they had an offensive line. I'd take that offensive line right now, please. Like, I would love that. But I think Carr's playing better. I think Carr's more aggressive. I think he's more like, I think he doesn't wait till the 4th quarter to turn it on. I think he's better just moving the ball. I think they played hero ball in 2016. That was perfectly said by Hot Wheels. They played hero ball. It was very much like Madden when they pre-create scenarios for you. And that's actually a good point. The Raiders didn't have a very good offensive line last year either. Okay, pass blocking, it wasn't great, but I still think they were, pass blocking, I think they were still better. It's just as bad run blocking. I can deal with that there. Justin Herbert, another interception. Wow. This one's going to get called back, actually. But, yeah, Justin Herbert looks like shit. Who would have saw that coming? But where was I at here? Yeah, I think this team's a lot better than the 2016. It's a better defense. It is. It's a better defense. And, like there's still guys that haven't gotten it going on defense. Like Trevon Merrick. It's a rookie. I think he's in the right place a lot of times. He's just gonna have to learn how to get dirty. You're gonna have to learn how to just, hey man, you're gonna have to square up somebody bigger than you sometimes, dude. Like a tight end, Pat Fryermuth or Najee Harris running down the sidelines. You're gonna have to get dirty. You have to get in there. But it's nice. There were some plays where Ben took some shots to the end zone, and you see Merrick there. It's nice to have that help over the top. And yeah, like they have some depth at linebacker. I think KJ Wright's been a godsend to this team. And I just think it's a better scheme too. I wish we had this scheme in 2016. But Mullen and Hayward are better corners than I've seen on this Raider team in a long time. I mean, even when Nnamdi was here, we had absolute dumpsters next to him. Just go ahead and just throw at him, see what happens. You're either going to get a penalty or whatever. But no, this team is really good. There's no reason I shouldn't be cutting my hair at the end of the season. There's no reason. Because that was my promise. If they make the playoffs, I will cut cut my hair. There's no reason. It's up to them, right? Yeah, if Carr gets hurt, we're fucked. I get that. But let's keep him upright. Let's do our best to keep him upright. My only concern is the offensive line. That's my only concern on this team right now. I think the DBs look better in this scheme that they're in. I think they look comfortable. You see guys punching at the ball everywhere. Like I keep saying that. When you see a player punching at the ball, I agree with Gus Bradley that they're comfortable in the scheme. Yes, exactly, Tier. KJ's able to step in at middle linebacker. He's versatile, knows the verbiage, knows all that kind of stuff. It's really nice. And I actually heard another podcast. Can't remember what it was. It wasn't a Raider podcast. It was just like a national football kind of thing. And they were saying like, oh, it's so weird that Gus Bradley just has to like go get his old former players to make his scheme work. And I'm like, what? He's like, he can't just get like new good guys. He has to get like, I'm like, okay, well, KJ Wright, Casey Hayward, Solomon Thomas. Well, not Solomon Thomas, but Darius Philon, guys like that. They're playing well. So it's good to get those guys. And I'm not even saying not Solomon Thomas. He just hasn't played in the Bradley scheme yet. So, yeah, it was nice. It was nice. And even Max Crosby, right? Did Max Crosby get a sack today? No, he almost caused a sack fumble. Ben Roethlisberger did his class. Ben Roethlisberger is insane. I've been watching this since I was in middle school, and I hate it. He's down on the ground damn near. He's falling down. I posted the clip of the trailer park, Mr. Leahy, trailer park boys banging into the fucking trailer. Like, that's how he plays quarterback. But for some reason, he's able to, like, get dragged down to the ground. Just a minuscule blade of grass almost touching his knee, and then he throws it up. And then when he throws it up, you're like, oh, cool, pick six. And it lands in this Bermuda Triangle of grass where nobody is every single time. I'm like, what the hell? Anyone know if Hobbs got injured? I saw him flying around in the corner. I saw him flying around the field, and I didn't see his name thereafter. I don't think he did, maybe. But I did see him make a nice tackle in the flat late in the game, I thought, some point in the fourth quarter. I thought they did. Or at least running somebody out of bounds. Look, if I don't hear Nate Hobbs' name other than interception Nate Hobbs, that's fine. That's fine. So, yeah. And like I said, this defense does not have to be great. They just have to be decent. And the whole point of this offseason was make this a respectable defense. And I'd argue that our offense is somewhat regressed, right? Like, they're just not, it doesn't look quite right. But I think Derek Carr is elevating this team. Nobody wants to admit it. People hate him, whatever. That's fine. At the end of the day, you're a Raider fan, and you have to admit, like, he's playing his ass off. We'll see what happens 8 weeks from now. I understand. It's not guaranteed that he's going to do this all year. I get that. But he kind of did it all of last year. You know what I mean? He played really well last year. So, yeah, just a couple of things. Like I said, Gruden making second half adjustments. There was a play early in the third quarter on first down. Got it to Ruggs underneath, and it was like a 15-yard gain. And I'm like, dude, that's there all the time. Take that. And I noticed he had a quote to Charles Davis. I guess it was in their pre-production meeting where he said, I didn't draft Ruggs for dig routes. It's like, okay, do those too, though, because you can gain yards with him. The guy knows what he's doing when the ball's in his hand. Because it makes it that much easier to just bomb one. Again, I can't talk enough about this throw. I screamed. I think I broke glass in the kitchen. I screamed so loud when that ball, I mean, it wasn't a feminine scream. I got to tell you, it wasn't a feminine scream. It was masculine. That's why the glass didn't break. But just set the record straight. Ruggs smokes everybody. Javier, you're right. That was PFF. Yeah, they were hating. Oh, it was Sam Monson's dumb Irish accent saying that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Why do you have to get all these players to play? And they're after me Lucky Charms in the Gus Bradley scheme. Yeah, fuck that. That was dumb. People that said that. Yeah, I was shaking my head. I was like, what defensive coordinator doesn't want familiarity in the scheme? That was so dumb. But this feels sustainable. Average defense. Because I think what people say is Raiders defense good. It's like, I don't know if this is good. I think this is just better than what we've seen, which for us is good, right? Because Raiders have just been missing the playoffs back-to-back years. And now it's because of the defense. Everybody says, oh, it's because of this. We need to draft the next Patrick Mahomes. All right, whatever. No, you just need to play average defense. And then if your quarterback still doesn't get it done, then it's time to move on. But, I think Matt said this on our stream yesterday, and I agree with him here. Carr wants the Raiders to succeed. He's not worried about his next job. I truly don't think he's trying to get the hell out of here. Carr and Gruden are a good match. I don't understand why people say Gruden doesn't give Carr the reins. I heard Shannon Sharp say that last week on First Take. He was like, Gruden doesn't like show his allegiance to Carr. He like never will just say you're my guy and listen to him. It's like, no. Every press conference, John Gruden says we have a hell of a quarterback here, and I wouldn't trade him for anybody in the world. And look at the strength of schedule. Tier's saying it right now in the chat. Ravens and Steelers are damn good defenses, and Carr killed them. Who's the next best defense the Raiders got to face? I mean, I would argue the Denver Broncos are a good defense. I would argue the LA Chargers are probably going to be a solid defense. I mean, just present tough matchups, and they have pretty good players. There's going to be there, but yes, exactly. Especially front seven, because front seven is what I'm more nervous about than secondary with Carr. Because the front seven is gonna be the one that goes at touchdown Chargers. Damn it! The front seven is gonna be the key to like winning or beating a good front seven. And yeah, Washington football team's on the schedule. Like they have a good one, but I haven't been impressed with them the first two games. Long season, we'll see. But they have a great defensive line, but I haven't seen them getting home at will against the New York Giants, who, I mean, right now I'd argue have one of the worst lines in football, but the Raiders are right there too as far as pass protection. Hopefully the Raiders can get healthy. All the shit I talked about Richie Incognito, hopefully he's able to actually play. I hope Alex Leatherwood is able to continue to play and develop, because I would rather have him out there for the rest of the year. I think we got to pump the brakes on calling him a bust, calling him a bat. It's very tough to be a good offensive lineman in your rookie year. It's like being a corner. I would liken the two to being a rookie corner and a rookie offensive lineman, especially a tackle. It's really tough to hit the ground running. Tristan Wirfs did it last year, and it was pretty excellent, I would say. So, yeah, it feels good to be 2-0. 2-0 against two good teams. Two teams that I expect to at least be trying to make the playoffs. You don't know. Big Ben does not look great. Like I think the Steelers are going to want to upgrade their quarterback eventually. But at the end of the day, man, they're still a good team, I think. And you win into Heinz Field. I don't care how bad the Steelers are. If you go into Heinz Field and win on a short week and win by more than a touchdown, come on, man. Come on. So, you guys got any questions before I go? I know I'm going to sit down and enjoy the rest of my day. I'll do another episode this week. But if you guys have any more questions about the game or any comments or something like that, just leave them in the chat. And I do think that good things are coming for this team. It's like Grandma's Boy. You remember the movie Grandma's Boy, where Kevin Nealon, the hippie like CEO guy of the gaming company, where he's like, I had a dream and something saw all this dumb shit happens. He's like, good things are coming. Good things are coming. Yes, Hot Wheels. Thank you about Leatherwood. If you leave a rookie right tackle on TJ Watt, he's going to get his ass whipped. And he did that one time. People got mad at Carr for fumbling, but TJ Watt, it's TJ Watt, dude. That guy has like the most forced fumbles in the league. He had more forced fumbles in the league than Khalil Mack his first couple of years. Exactly. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Again, it's not Colton Miller against Frank Clark bad. And that's all I worry about, because look at what Colton Miller does now. So, yeah, I'm not going to look too far ahead. I'm looking at Miami next week. That's all it is. Miami next week, probably going to be playing a backup quarterback. Shout out Matthew Valdez. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to keep the content going, man. It's very fun stuff. I'm only worried about Miami and then the Chargers the next week. Those are the next two games. I think both teams are very beatable. I think that the Raiders are in a defensive scheme, and I think they have the players that fit their scheme. And we haven't had that for years. We've drafted like whatever players to fit a scheme we didn't like was kind of the case. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Good stream. Shout out Matt for joining me. He was shit-faced. He probably doesn't remember what he said, but you guys heard me. When I clipped that Derek Carr thing, says that Derek Carr is his guy. I'm putting it out there. And if he gets in trouble for it, if he starts getting shit from it, whatever. But yeah. Shout out everybody for coming through. This is Rock Vegas. I'm Glen Rockney. Follow me on Twitter at Glen Rockney. And subscribe to the channel if you like it. It's going to be a sports only channel for a while. My other stuff got taken off of YouTube, so no big deal. But this is going to be a sports only channel. So if you only wanted sports, this channel, just subscribe to this one. That's going to be this and Rare Candy Sports. By the way, last comment that I have. Mike Tomlin is a beta. You heard it here first. If you listen to the RC Sports with Marcus Johnson that we had on where we rated all the coaches alpha or beta, I gave Mark Tomlin a beta rating. He didn't go for it on fourth down 9 points with like 6 minutes to go in the game. Beta. I called it. I said it. I love the guy. I think he's a Hall of Fame coach. Beta right now. Beta. So Raiders are 2-0. Enjoy it. Be safe. Hopefully you have a way to get home if you're watching it somewhere. If you're at the house, drink plenty of water because we all got work tomorrow. Don't, you start getting near 30, the hangovers kill you, man. So Raider Nation, enjoy these 2 wins. Fantastic wins. Do not let anybody else tell you, oh, it's only week 2. No. Those are 2 great wins given the circumstances. All right, guys. Everybody have a good one.